what did Coach Manning tell you when he left? Any advice or how did you kind of find out, and what did he tell you when you were taking over?
He kind of said there's a million different ways to do it, and over the course of time, I'll develop my own principles or my own style of coaching the offensive line. But he said ultimately stick true to yourself. Be confident and hit the ground running. The nice thing is I've created relationships with all these offensive linemen, and there isn't really a transition period. The expectations are still the same. We got a lot of work to do on the offensive line, and those guys know it. So that's what we're looking forward to. We got to continue to get better and kind of develop these young guys into some roles.
What is it about you Massillon guys?
In terms of?
In terms of football.
Well, I actually moved to Massillon.
Oh, okay.
So I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio, and had the opportunity to go there when my dad got a new job. But Massillon's a different animal. They really have a lot of pride in the football program, and it really does run through that county. But I think I've always been the same kind of guy. I've always been the same type of football player. I was undersized, and I had to make up some dividends because of that. I was a versatile player. I felt like I was one of the smarter players on the field and was kind of nifty in what I was able to do because I wasn't, the big guy or the fast guy or the highly recruited guy, but I did go to work every day. Kind of took a hard work approach to everything. And that's what Coach Campbell knew he was getting with me. At Toledo, we were rebuilding a program. And, as a recruit, I would go up to the games and they were 3-9. But I had faith in those guys and took some pride in being the second recruiting class to go, and swing the culture of that place.
You're a fullback playing line, right? Playing in the line, essentially?
Yeah, I played fullback my second year at Toledo.
Yeah.
Was kind of a third down or short yardage package. Took a lot of pride in it. I was ready to go if I needed to get plugged in at guard, but ultimately that was my role. And we had a really successful unit, in those situations.
Thank you.
Yep.
I got here a little late, so if you've been asked already, I apologize. But let's talk about, what did you learn from Coach Manning that you think you can carry forward here in your new position?
Ultimately, it's about the players. And I think, as the offensive line coach, I'm not going to be calling the plays like Coach Manning had to. And really, I can focus on the offensive line. And I can focus on, recruiting the best character guys that fit our program and continue to develop these young guys and kind of build depth in our room.
How important do you see hiring from within? Like, how important is that for this football program to keep going on the track it is?
Well, if you look at our track record, I went through a coaching change at Toledo too, and the head coach left. There was a lot of uncertainty, and we were lucky enough that Coach Campbell got promoted. Now, I had a great relationship with him, and he recruited me out of high school and was my offensive line coach. But I think that's what made the transition so easy for me as a player. So you fast forward a couple years, and it's kind of the same situation here. We were able to promote from within. There's already a relationship there, and I've been a part of the rebuilding process here for the last 2 years. So I think it's really big for our players more than anything.
What was it like to be a GA on the sidelines making those in-game adjustments? Because Tom Manning was up in the booth calling plays. What was it like for you as a GA and a young coach making those in-game adjustments?
I guess it wasn't a big deal to me. I prepared myself accordingly, and what gives me a leg up is I played in this offense, and I really understood it inside and out. So, to make those in-game adjustments, it wasn't much different than being a player. I kind of understood per scheme what could happen and what was happening. But really my experience in the offense is, I think, what gave me the ability to do that.
For sure.